Welcome back, outsiders. We are here at the Appalachia Trailhead getting ready to do the presidential range. We're out early. They're expecting some weather building up over the day, so we want to get as much of the hike done before any kind of weather hits. Have a good time, have a good hike. Hopefully we avoid the weather. So from the Appalachia Trailhead, there's a gauntlet of various trails you could take. We decided we're going to take the falls view, a couple of waterfalls along the way, get some good views, and then we'll meet up with the Valleyway and Watson's Path. Even from there, we'll have an option to do what's called the Brookside Trail, which stays a little bit lower, closer to the brook. Far, the trail is pretty tame, almost like we're walking on a carpet. Everything is labeled really well. Even the waterfalls. The upper Salroc Fall has things labeled. I think the falls are back in there. Not a whole lot of water right now at this time of year, but beautiful nonetheless. Well-marked blazes, well-marked signs. So far, so good. This is Tama Falls. A little bit more impressive than the first two. So far, we've got some elevation. Saw some waterfalls, not too bad. Really the only bad part is the humidity is probably about 120% and it's supposed to rise during the day. So sweating profusely. This last section of the Brookside Trail has become a little rocky, a little bit narrower, but we're still making really good time. We should be approaching Watson's Path soon. We've arrived at the trail junction to hit Watson Path, which was the original explorer's path up Madison. And just up the path is Bruin Rock and another waterfall. So we're gonna take Watson's Path. We hear it's difficult, but it saves a half mile to Madison. We may pay for it. The gross thing is, everywhere we want to put our fingers to climb up rocks, there's these nasty slugs. Gross. Watson's Path seems to be very Adirondack-esque, just following boulder field up the mountain, fairly steep, lots of rock scrambling. We are entering our first alpine zone. The Forest Service has a warning here to stop if it's bad weather. Worst weather in America. We're going to be going above tree line here into the alpine zone. Looking forward to it. We are now in the alpine zone. You can tell the vegetation has changed. We're above tree line. We started down there, I think, by that lake. Made our way all the way up to here. And continuing as far as we can see up. from the Madison Hut. Next up, Adams. We're back to the unworldly boulder fields heading to the summit. Giant cairns and lots of rocks. Makes the hike very, very interesting. Adams is straight away that way. A little bit of wind. Following the Gulf Stream Trail between Adams and Jefferson. And it's kind of this endless boulder field. Just rock hopping, following cairns. Although it's still windy, cloudy, the sun is brightening up, but we are still expecting a front to move in by mid-afternoon. So we're hoping to be up on Mount Washington and down the backside by the time that happens. All right, we're able to check the radar. There's the system coming in. Hopefully we'll make it to Washington by then. Get a good That's pretty cool. The ports are really exposed here. We are in Washington. This boulder field has most of them are 5-6 feet tall. You can see this one in I wonder why, but they're so exposed here. We can only see the next cairn. So thank you, trail crew, for putting these together. We appreciate it. It's a shame we don't have better views today. You can see the valley over there. I'm thinking that's Washington that we're going to go up. It looks like there's a road over there, which would be the highway that takes you up to the top of the observatory. But definitely not having great views today. We're approaching the Sphinx Col right in front of us here. Finally have a little bit of clearing here. The wind is still whipping. That is Mount Clay. We're going to go up there on our way to Washington. Approaching the summit to Clay. That last cairn looks to be the top. Mount Washington, I think, is on our left here. Tons of rock slides, still in the clouds. We are approaching the summit of Mount Clay. Coming up here, the cogwheel rail car starts at the bottom over there. There's a cogwheel train going down. As expected, the storm is upon us. It started raining pretty hard. It's let up a little bit. Windy. Heard a rumble of thunder in the distance. Hopefully we get to the observatory and can shelter in place there until the storm passes. There's the observatory. We gotta go up there. We are here at the Mount Washington Observatory and Restaurant, and looking at that weather coming our way There's some lightning, so we're hoping to get below tree line real quick. They just announced that the local weather guy here is saying that not advised to go outside. There's going to be lightning on the summit. Looks like we're going to take advantage of this clearing and get out of here and finish our hike. All right, from the warm hut, the observatory, to this. It's not raining. It's not nice yet. Got a little bit colder. Winds are still whipping, and obviously we still got some distant clouds. Interesting pulley system. Long rope going up to there into the clouds, and another rope going down. Anchoring it. Not sure what that's for. Here's the shores of Lake in the clouds. Can't see much of it. Just some waves. Air quality research station. Lake in the Clouds didn't have ice cream, but they had these peanut butter squares. Super tasty. I know what that pulley system was for. We have these bags full of rocks, and I'm sure that's the mechanism on that pulley looked like it would connect up to something like this. So that's how they haul the rocks up here. Although it's still windy, this section is much tamer. It's almost like a gravel road at a park. Approaching the summit of Mount Eisenhower. I would say that this is the summit of Mount Eisenhower. 4,000 of our journey made it to Pierce. This is the final summit of the official presidential range. Obviously it's dark, we're on headlamps, and still cloudy and windy. So we've got the presidential range done. Now we just got the slog out. We're back. We did the President's Range. We completed our Northeast Ultra 8 requirements. Right now I'm too tired to do anything else. I'm going back to the lodge, taking a shower, and going to bed. It took a lot longer than we expected with the weather, so I'll do a recap tomorrow. Good night. Well, what a difference a day makes. We are here the next morning, Highland Lodge, and man, it is a beautiful day. Crystal clear skies. Can't predict the weather, and when you drive 10 hours to do a hike, you can't just say we'll do it tomorrow. So we pushed through. Our pace was not too bad, save for the weather, the wind, and then the rain delay, and after that it was slippery rocks and we hiked into the dark. You always have to use a little more caution at that point, but all in all we got it done. We did all of the presidents. We added clay on the way, and we had to abort Jackson. It was just too dark at that point and too late, so we ran out of time. Maybe we'll come back again and do this some other time when the weather's a little nicer and we get some views. Our stay at the lodge was wonderful. It's a very clean bunkhouse. See it right here, just a beautiful lodge. Called ahead and they were nice enough to have dinner waiting for us. You know, we got in late after dinner was served, but they kept a couple plates for us. Got our bunks ready. We had a good night's sleep and had a great buffet breakfast this morning. And now we're taking the shuttle back to the car and the trailhead and heading home. I hope you liked this video. If you did, click that like button. If you want to see my other outdoor adventures, subscribe to my channel. That's it for now. I'll see you guys outside.